Welcome on into the Josh Reese Show. I'm your host, Josh Reese, and this is Raw Thoughts. And on today's episode of Raw Thoughts, we're going to be talking about SmackDown Live and the match between Jinder Mahal and John Cena. Okay, I lied. We're not going to be talking about that match very much. This is pretty much going to be about Baron Corbin and his failed attempt to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. So let me just take you through the final moments of SmackDown Live. John Cena goes up to either the top rope or the second rope and gives Jinder Mahal an AA, and bam, he is out. And this is after the Singh brothers are thrown out by the referee for interfering with John Cena earlier. So the Singh brothers are now not in there. John Cena is just about to pin Jinder Mahal for the win, but out of nowhere, Baron Corbin comes and throws the money in the briefcase at John Cena and kind of stuns him, knocks him out, and you know Baron Corbin kind of waffles. He's heading back towards the back. Like, hey, I've done my stuff. Even though Jinder Mahal is knocked out in the ring, well, I'll get him another time. It's no big deal. John Cena and Jinder Mahal both are knocked out in the ring, but it's no big deal. I'll get him another time. Well, he changes his mind and rushes into the ring and cashes in his Money in the Bank briefcase. The referee goes over to tell Jinder Mahal kind of what happened. And as soon as the referee moves, John Cena gets up on the top rope, makes Baron Corbin turn around, pushes him off the ring, and then Jinder Mahal rolls up Baron Corbin for the 1, 2, 3. Everyone loses their minds. This is crazy. I've never seen a failed cash in attempt in my short history watching the WWE and going through research. It looks like very few people have seen a failed cash in attempt. Just going through the 18 matches that have the 18 Money in the Bank matches, only twice has three times. We'll just go through them quickly. Only three times, now three times with Baron Corbin, has a Money in the Bank briefcase been failed to win a championship. Baron Corbin, of course, with this one. In 2013, Damian Sandow attacked John Cena, oddly enough, and immediately cashed in the contract, but became the first man to lose the cash in when Cena won the match with an attitude adjustment. I'm reading off of Wikipedia. And then John Cena, again, in 2012, at it looks like the Raw episode 1000, Cena won his cash in match against CM Punk via disqualification after the Big Show interfered, but failed to win the title because championships cannot change hands via countouts or DQs. So those are the only three times that a championship has been failed to be cashed in, at least per Wikipedia. And oddly enough, every single one of these have had John Cena's dirty, filthy paw in it, either trying to cash in or being a culprit to stop the cash in. But pretty good finish. I think everyone was in fear that Nakamura was going to win at SummerSlam against Jinder Mahal, which still could happen. But then because he's so tired or maybe just barely breathing after a grueling match with Jinder Mahal, people feared that Baron Corbin was going to cash in then, and your closing moment potentially at SummerSlam would be, well, that's probably not true. Brock Lesnar is going to be the closing moment. But I digress. That Baron Corbin would be the one with the championship after or following the Nakamura win, potentially. So pretty good way to get this to get the Money in the Bank briefcase off of Baron Corbin. I think a lot of people were kind of reserved to the fact that, well, he's going to win it, so we just have to deal with it. But yeah, we're living in a whole new world, folks. We don't have to worry about that from Baron Corbin. We just have to worry about it from stupid dumb Carmelo. That's really the only one. But still, man, can't get over Baron Corbin losing. So now with Baron Corbin in his failed attempt at cashing in the Money in the bank briefcase, I don't know why I can't say that correctly. I am more interested in the match between him and John Cena because I was very, very, very um, non-interested in that match. But now there's definitely some heat in that match going into SummerSlam. So it'd be pretty interesting to see how Baron Corbin reacts to not cashing in. Also, while I don't think this is popular, I wonder if Shane McMahon or Daniel Bryan are going to eventually interfere and say, hey, it's kind of shady. Maybe we should give you the Money in the Bank briefcase back. I don't know. As I mentioned before, I'm a new wrestling fan, so I don't know if there's any precedent like that. So I'd be interested to see if something like that does happen. So the only other thing on SmackDown Live that I thought was really worth talking about was, of course, Breezango still continues to do these weird, vignettes that really are going nowhere, and it's kind of pointless. Today, the Ascension brought back their cherry pie, and it had a Band-Aid in it, it had a message in it, and it wasn't gluten free, which was funny as hell. The Ascension freaked out. No, we're gluten free. I can't believe I eat gluten free. That was pretty funny, but it is pointless that these are going nowhere, and I don't know. I'm starting to have more of an understanding that maybe the WWE is trying to make the Ascension an interesting tag team. Because I don't know. I'm trying to think at any. I'm grasping at any straws out there for the reasons why this is continuing with Breezango. And the only thing that I can see is that the Ascension are a vital plot in all these vignettes. So maybe they're trying to get the Ascension over by affiliation with Breezango. That's really the only thing that I can think is interesting at this point. Because you know what? I am enjoying the humor from the Ascension on these vignettes. Of course, it doesn't really translate to the ring because I think they're boring in the ring. But maybe we might be able to see more of the Ascension going forward, which I think would be kind of a good thing. I don't know. These are just straws that I'm grasping at. But anyways, like I mentioned, I really can't think of very much else to talk about. There's just the crazy shockingness of Baron Corbin losing his Money in the Bank cash-in. Apparently, it's rare. It's very rare, folks. We saw Unicorn on SmackDown Live, the last one before SummerSlam. So, if that's your go home away, if that's your go home episode before SummerSlam, I think it helped push people towards a pay-per-view. If they weren't very interested in it, I think now they're a little bit more interested in it because you're guaranteed not to see Nakamura lose his championship if he retains. So interesting nonetheless. I'm more interested in SummerSlam because of this development that the WWE threw at us. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. So really, that's pretty much all I got. I appreciate everyone for giving this a listen. If you enjoyed this content, please give it a like. Please share it with any other wrestling fans that you know out there. I would appreciate it. If this is your first time listening to my videos, please give it a subscribe. I would appreciate that. Click that subscribe box and that alert box. Always have new content dropping. If you're not always into wrestling, I got Houston sports content that I always put on here. I would appreciate it. Also, give me a follow on Twitter. I would appreciate that as well, at Mr. Joshua. And lastly, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts were about Baron Corbin losing his Money in the Bank cash in match. Let me know. I want to know your thoughts out there, internet. Anyways, guys, I appreciate it. I will catch you guys soon. I'm out. Welcome on into the